What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing the Earthquake 15 win challenge. I did pick up a loss because I wasn't paying much attention, but let's end it out 15-1. Let me know how you. I'm not taking Earthquake because I think it kind of sucks. It's so situational. I think the card is somewhat bad for the game after thinking about it, because it's like OP versus siege and versus cannon and just any building, obviously, and it's kind of bad again in like every other situation. So like it's really good against some things, like it's good against Hog 2.6 and Expo and Mortar, but then it's kind of bad against everything else. So I don't know. It's kind of polarizing. Maybe they'll rework it a little bit and I think make it a little bit better in terms of not like strength, because it'd be easy to make the card better. You just have to make it kill like log bait units, right? Like Princess, Rascal Girls, Start Gob. But I don't know if that's healthy necessarily. So I think because it's not that good right now. I don't think it could be. It's like it's so matchup dependent, because if they don't have a building, it's basically useless. But if they do have a building, then it could potentially win you the game for like a beatdown deck. Yeah, I don't like it so far. Like, I mean, it's an interesting card, and when it works, it's fun to use, but I don't know if it's good for the game necessarily. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the new card and what you think about the new update in general. I'm really hyped about it. I think it's one of the better updates, probably the best update since the Graham Challenge update, in my opinion. But yeah, you guys give me your opinion on what you think about it. We got a decent little graveyard deck here. No big spell, but graveyard zap, not the worst. And we took Baby Dragon and purposely gave him Minion Horde. So we got a nice little counter there. I should have went Minions instead of Knight on that Battle Ram. That was a pretty good kite by him. I do have Princess as well, so that works out pretty well. Gonna play the Baby Dragon over here. Keep it from aggroing the minions. And it also a counter push behind my Knight there. So nice little push coming out. Mini P.E.K.K.A does clean that up pretty nicely, but I don't have to worry about it on defense. Yeah, like I said, I should have went minions on that Battle Ram instead of Knight. Next up, we're probably going to look to like start a Valk in the back. Don't want it to go quite as fast as that Dark Prince did on the previous push. This way, if he has to play something first, he can't just wait and then go with like a Battle Ram Minion Horde. Oh, he has a Lava Hound. He has like a lot of air, he has like Minion Horde and Lava. Not terrible for him. Oh yeah, and then he also has Flying Machine. Interesting that he decides to go for the Princess there. Gonna have to go Knight, followed up with Zap and Minions. Yeah, that worked pretty well. Otherwise, that was gonna be really rough defense. Alright, I just need to make sure I take a tower, obviously. Try to keep this one alive. Break that, get it onto the Dark Prince. Don't care if that connects. I need to take a tower. I'm going to go with my graveyard. I have a splash unit. I have Zap. I have a tank as well. This is the perfect setup. He won't get Minion Horde out in time. Didn't have enough elixir. And we are able to win this game. Very close, though. I had a decent deck. He had a decent deck as well. He had like a ground unit that's solid. He had Minion Horde. He had Lava. He had Flying Machine and Fireball. So a pretty good deck for him, but also a pretty good deck for me. And we were able to take the win. Get this giant chest. Ooh, 66 earthquakes in that chest. Let's go. I think that means it's tournament standard once I get the other reward now. That's pretty nice. We gave him poison. I'm going to take Skeleton Army anyway. We'll just be aware of that fact. Once again, not going to take that because I haven't given him a defense yet. And we'll take Fireball. I should have taken Zap. I have Skeleton Army. Now he has poison and Zap for Skeleton Army. And I already had a big spell, so I probably should have taken Zap there. My bad. Went a little bit too fast there. Usually I would take Fireball over Zap, but in that situation, it was not the best. Then again, he gave me Zappies and I have Fireball, so maybe it'll work out in the end. And I didn't give him Rocket and I had Balloon, so that too. Fire Spirits. Probably take this Fireball. It's not a bad one. Get a little bit of Fire Spirit chip there. I'm going to be behind Elixir at this point, so I'm gonna look to get a little bit more defensive. I am behind a little bit. I'm gonna take this rocket. I don't really have any other play right there. That's a -1. I am down, obviously. He has Zap too, so this hand is really awkward. So I'm just aware of that fact. We're gonna have to try to kite this and then play Zappies. He'll probably Zap. Yeah, there it is. And we pull it all back to the middle, so no harm, no foul. That worked out. And he ends up wasting poison, and now it looks like we're going to have a safe opportunity to pump up. Actually, no, he has Earthquake, so we can't pump up. That'd be just a positive 2 trade for him, so we're not going to go for that. We're not going to go for this pump. Doesn't make sense to do so. Because it's not like it's his only spell, and he's not really going to be able to use Earthquake effectively on any other card. So, yeah. I'm just going to take this Fireball. I don't really want to put myself in a position where I'm playing Golem and I have absolutely no defensive troops. If he goes like a troop in front of that Ice Wiz, we could potentially go Golem. This is a really awkward hand. Probably going to end up defensive rocketing. I'm going to let that lock on, and then I'm going to Skeleton Army it. Alright. Like, our hands are really awkward. There's like 3 cards. We have 2 big spells and a pump and a golem. So like 4 cards, actually a balloon too. We have 5 cards that we like can't play at certain times. Now it's double elixir, so we're gonna go and drop that golem. Gonna look to split Zappies probably next, especially if he decides to pressure opposite lane. He does not decide to pressure opposite lane, so I think I'm just gonna cycle Fire Spirits in the back because I don't want to waste those on Tombstone Skeletons. I'm gonna Fireball this. And then he messed up his wizard there. We're actually going to take out the goblin. See that the fire split in the back there actually worked out. We're going to go for a rocket on these 2. It's our best defense at the time, for the time being. I don't know about those zappies. I did block the Ice Wiz shot, so that's okay. The bomb and the golem mites will get a little bit of damage. I mean, quite a bit actually. Go Fire Spirits here just to pressure a little bit. Like I said, my counters are awkward. Ooh, that's the best rocket I could get. Ooh, this is gonna be close. Alright, at least he's dropping stuff at the bridge in like not a very good way for him. That was a lot of elixir commitment here. We're gonna go for this balloon. He has Tombstone. We can just fireball it away. Okay, and we win because it's death damage plus rocket. Not even close. Not even close. Dude, my deck was so bad. Like, it would have been so much better if I had poison for the Tombstone plus his like big pushes, or like lightning, or you know, like a good troop. Like if I had either of those wizards or the Valk, my support troops were just not solid. Like, I don't have any DPS unit. It's Fire Spirits. I mean, Skeleton Army, but you can't use that on offensive pushes. And then he had Earthquake, so I couldn't use my pump. That was just in a very awkward deck, but we were able to win it. Ooh. A little, like, one card could have been different from my draft, like the Zap, but even the Zap wouldn't have helped that much. It was just the troops were rough. Let's go with Lumberjack, of course. It's very strong. Goblin Gang. Fireball, and Miner. I feel a lot better about this draft. These cards are all solid, and I didn't really give him anything good. Only Knight is like a solid unit in the cards I gave him. I mean, Skeletons are okay, but they're not going to help you a ton with like the weird compositions that you get in draft. You're going to want some more solid stuff. And I have Logbait, Royal Hogs, Lumberjack. I actually have an insane draft deck this time. It's about 50 times, and archers like split as well, like lots of split in this deck. I have so much of a better draft, dude. I actually have like almost a legit deck, like Logbait and split cards. Like I have all the split cards in the game almost, so like pretty legit deck for a draft here. Honestly, I'm gonna go for Raw Hogs and then Goblin Gang because he just uses arrows. Baby Drag will get a little bit of value, but I should do a lot of damage. And as you can see, like Earthquake, not too bad in that situation, but not the best either. Like a Snowball would have been so much better there, and it's 1 less elixir. But not a bad situation. Probably one of the better like use cases for a defensive Earthquake, although there are very few in my opinion. That Dark Cob coming in clutch, not taking any damage, and I can just ignore this Flying Machine because of how much damage it took from that Rage Dark Goblin. Angle this a little bit lower, I think. That didn't, a little bit. I don't want to look short. I'm 6'3", And yeah, with that much space above my head, making me look short, man. Can't have that. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're gonna let this thing. Oh, for the European viewers, 1.91 meters, I believe. I'm a tall boy. Reasonably tall, anyway. All right, we're able to connect that onto the tower. All right. Pretty much in kill range here, we have our Royal Hogs, our Miner, and our Fireball, so that tower is going to be easy to take out. Really just going to look to not lose out on my tower on defense. We're going to take that Fireball every day. He doesn't really have any, he doesn't, like, if he had Royal Hogs, then maybe I wouldn't Fireball that, but I have Royal Hogs because he gave them to me. So don't have to worry about that. It's weird that he took Flying Machine and didn't take Royal Hogs. Perhaps they were for one another, like he had the choice between the two cards. Maybe that's why he decided not to do it. Otherwise, he was really missing out on like a crazy synergy there. There's the Bridge Loon once again. Just gonna Fireball that away. He did take out my air defense, and then his Earthquake does slowly kill my Goblin Gang, but we were able to, with the Fireball, keep the balloon from connecting. Let's go for some Pocket Hogs here. With that Rage, I think we'll take it. Yes, we will. And he won't have enough time to take our right tower. So 2-0 going into the 14th game, I believe. Or 15th game since I lost one. "13 wins. Well, this is the 14th. That was correct. I was thinking I had 14 wins, but I have 13 wins. Need 2 more dubs. I think we'll take Ramrider just to have a win condition, although passing up Princess does pain me. Giant Skeleton, honestly, pretty good in these games, I feel. Not going to take Earthquake. No, I wish I had taken Earthquake. Barb Hood I have to take, I think. So much better than Pump. But I wish I had taken Earthquake, because if I had known the choice would have been between Barb Hut and Pump. That could be the other thing last game, is like he could have had the choices in a different order. So they wasn't able to get it. But he did give us a log, and we gave him Princess, so that works out pretty well. Let's just set up a hut. You can fully counter Goblin Barrel, but I didn't get it out in time, so I'm just going to go for letting him have one stab instead. This will die a tower. I don't really want to waste Zappies here to just prevent more shots, so I'm just going to let it do its damage. It won't do like a ridiculous amount, and that's a 5 elixir card, so I should be slightly ahead in elixir now. He decides to go to Earthquake, which is a good move, but that Barb Hut was already so damaged that I'm just further ahead in elixir now, so I'm not too worried about that. Probably going to go Royal Giant here. Reason being is the Giant Skeleton probably isn't going to make it to the tower anyway. Yeah, and then now whatever he defends the Royal Giant with will die to the bomb. As you can see, both his Electro Drag and his Valkyrie will be dying to this Giant Skeleton bomb. So RG also getting a ton of shots. Oh, no, not the... Well, it didn't kill the Electro Drag because he didn't put any DPS on the Royal Giant. It would have killed both of them if he had decided to go a little bit more ham there and kill the Royal Giant right away, but decided not to for some reason, which is perfectly fine with me because the Royal Giant took the tower because of it. So I had to deal with an Electro Drag counter pushing, but it didn't really matter. So we'll just go ahead and log this because his Goblin Barrel will come out, but we can just Zappies it. It's not a terrible counter. We have quite a bit of damage, but he is in the elixir lead now. He actually did a really good job Princess defending there. Here are the Zappies. We'll take one Goblin Stab, not a big deal. And he let the Giant Skeleton connect to his tower. I'm going to exert a little bit of opposite lane pressure here. Don't want to push into an Electro Drag and a Princess with that. Good Earthquake by him. Let's just go ahead and take this Pump out. Keep it from generating too big of an elixir lead for him. He's going to end up defending this RG, so elixir is going to be pretty good for me. Not terrible at all. From now on, we'll save this log for the Goblin Barrel, his main source of damage. We'll split Zappies in the back. Pumping with 22nd, not the smartest move. You aren't going to recruit any of that elixir. Maybe 1. So he just took a -5 elixir trade for no reason. And as a result, he's not going to be able to have a chance to win this game. Probably we couldn't have won it anyway. He didn't really have any way to get damage. Ooh, he does get 2 elixirs, so it was only a -4 elixir trade there by pumping up. Still not advisable. It's like fireballing the ground. But maybe he didn't think he could win, and he just gave up as well. 14 wins. Going into the 15th win of the challenge. Bats. Bataram. Mega Knight. Ice Golem. Uno momento, por favor. Na 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 na. Here we are. Nice little setup here. I wish those spear gobs would have stayed behind the ice golem, but unfortunately they did not. Kind of a greedy lightning by him. I think his cannon wound up dying because he didn't protect it. And that is correct. That's pretty nice, honestly. I should have a bit of an elixir lead since that cannon didn't end up counter pushing. I didn't have to play any elixir to defend it. Honestly, just going to go with the Mega Knight in the back. Don't have really any other play. And I don't want to just cycle bats because that'd be a waste of elixir since I don't have a miner or something to like make them useful. As you can see, I'm probably up like 4 elixir, it seems. Yeah, like 3, 4. So let's get a little bit of obstacle pressure here. That was a big elixir commitment on that bar putt for him. We're going to split bat, so we have a little bit of bat pressure on both sides. And since he chose to defend the battle ram lane, as a result, my Mega Knight will take about half his tower. Have to be a little bit careful about the counter push, but there isn't a ton of it, to be honest. So that was a pretty successful push for me. Just split spear gobs. Oh, I lagged a little bit there. That's okay. Now I'll get chip, and I took a little bit of damage from him, but now I get a little bit of damage in return. I think I'm just gonna let that go. Yeah, he's gonna end up earthquaking anyway. That's kind of what I was feeling. I was like, I don't know if I should have protected because I think he's gonna earthquake anyway. So now that he doesn't have an earthquake, I can just set up my Tesla to defend his giant. Playing it to where that giant will tank as much damage as possible. He decides to go with a lightning, and that is actually okay because now we're gonna have quite a big counter push. I'll be dropping Mega Knight as well. Take out this cannon. Yeah, and this will be a huge counter push that I don't think he can stop. He doesn't have enough elixir for Bard Putt. He ends up sacrificing a giant. So that's going to be good for me. And an E-Wiz as well. I'm just going to go ahead and Battle Ram. Maybe should have... Yeah, dang, that Mega Knight walked back. I should have waited for the giant to die before playing that Battle Ram. So, mistake by me. But we still have a lot of pressure here. We're just going to allow to get rid of that cannon a little bit faster, even though the goblin's already dead. I knew that would happen, but that's fine. Go ahead and set up a second goblin hunt, actually. Look at all these spear goblins. Because I played spear goblins as well as the ones generated from the hut. And we will be able to take his tower with an army of spear goblins. With that fresh new goblin hut. I don't have the star level upgrade for it, but I do have the new icon that everyone in the game has. So, kind of fresh, I guess. Alright, that'll do it. Let's open up this chest. Or not the chest, but rather... Well, I guess the chest and the 100 earthquakes. Oh, you don't get a chest. Usually I thought you got like a little chest on the free gem ones. Not even a little chest. Wow. Let's see what level we can get the earthquake to, though. I have most things maxed. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Almost exactly level 9, right? Yeah, I have 8 left. And so generally you would get to level 8 with the earthquakes they provide you from the challenge. I got to level 9 because that giant chest gave me like 50 earthquakes or something. Or maybe it was more. You guys can tell me in the comments because I don't remember. But I do. I remember opening it and being like, "Wow, that's a lot of earthquakes." But I don't remember exactly how many because I clicked through it so fast. You guys can go watch the tape if you really desire. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts of the update and what you would like to see in the next update in the comments. Discuss and let me know how your challenges go. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.